Hello everyone, this is Bhavik Chokshi over here. Hope you guys are doing great and studies going in full swing. Wish you a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year in advance as well. So today's video is specifically for the Jan 21 students appearing for CA final in the new syllabus. So as you would be aware, earlier this month ICAI had issued the new study material for almost all subjects. And a part of it, it had new study material for financial reporting as well as strategic financial management. So a lot of students had written to us with the queries on whether this is applicable for Jan 21 or not. So I'll just have a rundown and share the material that we have prepared for the same. So this new study material specifically for financial reporting comprises of three specific additions when I look at the sums or practical aspects. First is new sums added based on the new amendments that were given by the Ministry of Company Affairs and the ICAI on 24th of July 2020. Those questions and concepts are applicable only for May 21 and not relevant for Jan 21 at all. Secondly, there have been new sums based on interesting questions that were asked in the past, RTPs, the mock test papers, etc., which the institute has kind of incorporated in the study material. Again, this should not be a cause of concern for you because this was already there as a part of your past RTPs and you would have referred that, hopefully. And thirdly, the new questions based on the existing provisions. So these are questions which are based on the existing legal framework, existing Ind AS framework, and hence this may help the Jan 21 students for practicing new questions provided you have time. So if you have probably half a day, at max a day, all of these new questions can be done. Now, generally students would end up saying that, sir, we don't have at this stage, we don't have as much time. So there are more than 200 odd questions. There are more than 200 odd questions that have been added in the financial reporting study material together. A lot of these questions involve shorter case studies, some of them are long case studies, and some of them are practical problems. So what we have done is specifically for Jan 21 students, we have tried to shortlist the questions and prepare a compiler. So these questions are based on the new questions based on the existing concepts, which may help Jan 21 students for practice. So I'll share the summary of each of these illustrations which I've shortlisted. So there are more than 200 odd questions which are new, but out of which we have shortlisted a few questions which may help you for your preparations, for your practice. Again, if you have time, if you are running out of time, do not worry. Whatever you have studied till now is definitely sufficient. You can solve most of the new questions based on your knowledge of the existing Ind AS framework as well. So if you don't have time, please do not really worry. For students who do have time and who do not want to go through the entire stuff, well, we have tried to shortlist the questions. So there's a summary file that I'll be sharing. The link will be there to my Telegram channel in the description box. You can download the lectures from there, along with the detailed compiler with the question as well as the solution in the same place. So that will be relevant for the Jan 21 students. In that, we have also, along with each question, segregated and mentioned whether it is a short case study, a long case study, or a practical problem. Inherently, a practical problem is the most important because a lot of sums do end up coming in your exam. Now, when we look at these questions, do we need to practice all of them? Well, if time permits, you should. At least the shortlisted one. We have already shortlisted from the body of 200 questions to around 100 or less than that. So if time permits, half a day or so, you can just glance through stuff. If not, at least there are around 4 or 5 Ind ASs where the sums added are particularly interesting, and I would request you to refer those at least if time permits. That is Ind AS 36, impairment. There are 2 new problems which I've added. Please do refer that if time permits, fairly complex. Ind AS 41, agriculture, 2 problems. One is fairly similar to the November 20 RTP question, but a bit of addition over there as well. Please do refer that if possible. Ind AS 36, Ind AS 41. Quite a few questions are added in Ind AS 19 on concepts like leave encashment, asset ceiling, etc., which are interesting. So refer Ind AS 19 as a third standard. Deferred taxes. Ind AS 12, again a fairly good set of questions being added. Please do refer that as well. Ind AS 12 has a good set of questions. Then in analysis of financial statements, they've added 3 long case studies. One of which is very similar, I guess, to the MTP or the RTP of November 20. So you can refer that along with 2 new case studies that was added. Analysis of financial statements. On the revenue recognition side, there are a lot of new questions added, but these are more of short case studies. So many new questions in 115 added. Again, 115 you can do if time permits. And let me see if I have missed something. Well, that's largely it. I'll also give the list of these Ind ASs in the chat or in the description box. You can refer that as well. So please do download these 2 files, and this will be available on our Telegram channel. The link for the Telegram channel will be in the description box. If you can refer them, well and good. This is only based on the part 3. We have not taken questions which are relevant for May 21 based on the amendments. Like Ind AS 116, there are close to 10 to 12 problems added. However, most of these new problems are based on the amendment which had come in Ind AS 116 and hence not as relevant. There have been a couple of places where the institute solutions were not as correct, like one in Ind AS 116, one in Ind AS 101. The question that had even come in the past exam, I've added that in the compiler as well. So you can refer those questions for Jan 21 as well. I hope this video has been helpful, and do let me know if you have any queries, if you have any problems. I'll be there to solve. Wish you all the very best. Take care, goodbye, and good luck.